Hey guys, this is Hell Hades, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got an important one coming up here. This is the first time this has happened in a while. So, in the next patch coming up, we believe, let me just see if they tell us exactly, but I'm pretty sure they don't. No, I'm guessing it's next week when they drop the new Fragment Champion. By the way, if you're not seeing that, just dropped another video on that. We have got some champion buffs, but epic champions. Come on, we haven't had epic champion buffs in a long time. So let's get into the changes. Let's see if it's going to make a big enough difference to make them playable champs. Let's hope so. But look, normally I go through the list one by one. What do I think? Not today. Today I've seen two names, or actually, yeah, three names, which are nutty, but one name in particular was actually bottom of the list. She does not deserve to be bottom of the list. She is my nemesis. For those who did not see the Shard Pool video at the weekend with Lady H, honestly, one of the best videos I've ever done, by the way. Come and check this out. I'll pin it above. But this nemesis of mine, Woad Painted, is on the buff list. No! Woad Painted resets me to 0. Probably my least favorite epic in the game. I mean, it's like, what do you do? What on earth? Block active skills, single target, doesn't work against any bosses. What do you do? What are you for? Removes all buffs just from herself. Fully heals herself. Puts reflect damage, you guessed it, on herself. What are you for? A3 attacks an enemy. Puts block active skills on one person again. What are you for? What is your place in the game? I've not even read it yet because I want to give it a fresh look. But honestly, I just want to see a completely new kit. I want to see them change up this champion. So, Woad Painted is on the list. Let's see what it's got here. So the base speed is going to move from the 92 up to 97. Great. She's not going to have an uncommon, a bad uncommons base speed. That's a good start. Cross up. What's cross up? A1 is going to change. So damage will now be based on HP alone instead of attack and HP. Okay. That's not changing the skill at all. So we'll see if that makes any difference. It's not looking good, guys. Cross up didn't really help us. Undying Fury, the second skill then. So it's going to change to removes all debuffs from this champion and one random debuff from allies. That's an improvement. We're actually working with the team to do something. Then heals this champion by 100% of their max HP. Just check that again. Then heals this champion. Oh, I see. So fully heals this champion at the moment. Then heals this champion by 100% of their max HP. She's a high HP champion, so that's a big old chunky heal. And heals all allies equal to 50% of the surplus heal. Damn, that's actually interesting. So if she's at, let's say she's at 50k HP. She heals herself for 50k HP. And then anything surplus to her base, let's say she overheals by like 35k, she will heal 50% of that to the rest of the team. That's pretty interesting as a heal. Afterwards places a where are we? Afterwards places a 30% reflect damage buff on all allies. Normally the reflect damage buffs are just straight trash, honestly, apart from Fire Knight if you're looking to try and break down a shield. The only exceptions are when there's like weird mechanics with the reflect damage, like a Brogni reflect, where he's able to proc stuff like Giant Slayer hits from the reflection, but I don't think that'd be the case here. Then grants this champion an extra turn as well. Okay, I mean, that skill is a proper rework skill, and I like it. I like it. There's a lot going on there. So we've still got a cleanse from herself. She cleans off one debuff from allies. Good improvement. Massive heal for herself. Massive heal for your team. Reflect damage across the team. It's now a team skill and an extra turn to do something else. So we're going to hope then that this A3 is something else amazing. Because at the moment, we're still not really wanting an extra turn to get that A1 away. Let's see then. Overpower. Overpower. Decrease the cooldown by a turn. Fine. That's it. What a shame. What a shame. Good job on the A2. I still don't know where we're going to use it. I guess at least we've got a cleanse mechanic now and a heal. A cleanse and a heal. I guess maybe she starts to do something. The trouble is, these debuffs don't work anywhere. These debuffs are only good for the arena or for waves of enemies. And even then, it's all single target. So even though we've now got this cool A2, Woad, what you looking at, Woad? Where are you looking? Look me in the eyes. I still don't think she gets any use, which is a shame. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Who else have we got on the list? Frostbringer. Is she going to start bringing frost? Where do you live? I think you're a high elf. Frostbringer. No, you're not. What are you? Sacred Order. She is one of the OGs. She's kind of trashy. She doesn't bring any frost, so she's telling us lies right from the start. She does already have like an increased speed, increased attack buff. That's actually cool. Again, I've not seen the skill yet. So if this also says, and fills turn meter, you know what? This is a champion. This is suddenly a champion. We've got a double hitter at random with heal reduction. We've got a triple hitter and an increased defense if heal reduction is out there. It's all a bit like if this, if that. So let's see what they're doing with Frostbringer. Cones of Cold, which is the A1. Currently, it's a 15% chance of placing this heal reduction, which is very low. Upping that to 30. 30, so it's going to be a 50-50 whether she puts heal reduction out as a new skill. The A2 Snow Flurry, each hit has got 75% chance of placing freeze. Oh no. Just increasing the chance of placing increased defense. And they're increasing the debuff chance down here in book 4 and 5. So they're losing some of this damage. In fact, they're adding the damage into here. So it's going to be 10%, 10%, and then 10 and 15% chance to place the increased defense. So basically, it's going to be 100% decreased defense if heal reduction goes on. And then that's it. No freeze, no turn meter fill. Still kind of no use. Is she? Is she a use now? Turn meter fill here. Go on. Even a 15% one would make this champion actually meta. Okay. Okay, 2 down. Let's look at the next one. A Barbarian. Can you guess which Barbarian is most in need of a buff out of these epics? There's probably quite a few, but we're going with Kallia. She really needs a buff. She is looking hot today in that summer sun. So what's going on with her? I mean, she just doesn't do anything. HP burn, whatever. AoE heal reduction. Where do we use it? Triple hitter with a chance to burn. I guess she's got some good burn stuff going on. If A tours around, then she gets a bit of healing going on. So what's she got going for her instead? She gets a damage increase on her hammer. Okay. She gets a damage increase. She does need a damage increase, by the way. She is a weak source. Damage increase here. And this also books. This also goes up to 75, books to 100 now. And then we're getting a damage increase on the Flame Tempest. And each hit places HP burn. So instead of the 60%, it's going to be a straight. It's on. 3 hits at random placing HP burn. It's actually kind of good. Like, end game, HP burn is where it's at. This champion potentially becomes a bit of a Hydra champion. Triple chance to get HP burn on a place. Trouble is, it is still an attack, so you still have got weak hit potential, but that's still like way stronger than it was. Way stronger than it was. But the trouble is, you know, for Hydra, you're not really looking for heal reduction. Again, like, she might come out of the vault. She might be now Hydra viable. Depends how big this damage increase is. You know, AoE damage kicking in. But I still feel like she's going to be a little bit lackluster. We will see. We will see. So the final one then. Final one on the list for epic changes this patch. These are all well thought out, by the way. All of the changes are like, you know, pretty near the bottom of my tier lists right now. Final one is Necro Hunter. Somebody that I would put on a list of whoever uses this dude, right? So Necro Hunter, he currently lives in the vault. He's in there. He's like that, Woad, are we playing Uno today? And she's like, yeah, I've got nothing else to do. And Kallia's like, can I play, guys? And like, no, we don't like you, Kallia. So these champions are all on the list. Rightly so. They need to be buffed. Let's see what we have got here for this dude. So what we got going on already, double hitter, decreased defense, single hitter with a 50% chance of another one. This is like, okay. And then we've got a single hitter and can get a perfect veil on. So it's all very like, yeah, whatever. There's not much going on in this kit. He's also got extremely low base HP, which makes him quite hard to keep alive as well. So let's see what they're going to change on him. Gravestorm, which I think is his A2. So attacks all enemies stays the same. Attacks all enemies if he crits. And the cool thing here is his second hit, it is capable of critting as well. So whereas someone like Lua, she hits first, she's got a chance to crit with an AoE. The second hit can't crit. The thing is, his multipliers, I did just check this. The first hit's got a 5.6 multiplier, which is high. The second hit, though, is a 2.5 multiplier, which is pretty low. So even though you don't get 100% chance for it to land a crit, it's, as far as I can see here, there's no damage change. You kind of need the damage change alongside it. So I don't know if that makes a big enough difference. Tombstalker, currently on a 5-turn, books to 4. They're going to change it on a 4, books to 3. And he's going to get a crit in all battles aura. This is the worst change of the lot. He is not coming out of the vault for that, unless you tell me otherwise. So there you go, guys. 4 epics on the list. All 4 of them completely crap as it is right now. But after this change, they're only going to be relatively crap. I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.